welcome everybody today to Dr. Chef. Today we're going to be making a number of camp dinners. But first I want to talk about Dutch ovens in general and a little bit about their history. Cast iron cooking goes back obviously centuries. We don't know the exact origin. However, this version of the Dutch oven with the extended legs to keep it off the coals and the rimmed roof to help keep the coals on top when you're trying to bake was said to be invented by Paul Revere. And it was this version of the Dutch oven that the earliest settlers of America used. Lewis and Clark took on their great expedition, and even the settlers here to Utah, to this valley, had Dutch ovens in their handcart. In fact, there's a statue commemorating the handcart settlers, and you can see a Dutch oven hanging from the front of the handcart. This was one of the important inventions that helped us settle the western United States, and was used extensively by my grandparents, Charles Emerson Griffin and Albert Bailey Griffin, as they trekked from Missouri here to Utah to settle here in Salt Lake and then eventually in the southern United States, by my grandfather, who spent a good majority of his adult life outdoors doing numerous projects in southern Utah. And in my own life with me and my father, and camping and fishing, Boy Scouts, this is just an icon of American tradition and outdoorsmanship, and it is one of my favorite things because, as you can see here, this nice oily residue. You season these, you cook with them, the flavor gets stronger and better, and no matter how many times we try to replicate the dish that we're going to do today in other dishware, I've never ever been able to replicate the flavor, and that's what makes the Dutch oven so amazing. So let's get started. Welcome to Dr. Chef. Today we're going to be doing some classic campground dinners. We're not actually camping. Well, we are camping, but we're camping in Grandpa Griffin's backyard because of unforeseen circumstances. So we're going to do that today. We're going to start with the Dutch oven chicken, which is a very simple recipe, but it's amazing. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite things. So you just get your chicken breasts and you season liberally with salt and pepper. There's more pepper over here, my mother tells me. Those are actual peppercorns. Oh, my wife, very helpful. That's the salt. We'll do the salt. A little bit more pepper. A little bit more salt. And then just get that in your flour. This is kind of like fancy shake and bake, or not fancy shake and bake. Get that closed. And we're just going to get that all covered. Okay. And now we're going to go out to the Dutch oven. See you out there. We put down our charcoal briquettes and light them with a little lighter fluid. When you start seeing white around all the edges, that means it's ready to go. The flame will go out, but then they're getting hot. Then you put your Dutch oven on. Ooh, we can feel the heat. Let it warm up, all right? You take your butter and stick it in the Dutch oven. And then you can see if it's level. When it's level, we can start putting in our chicken. Oh, yeah. Gently putting it in.
Maybe we should have got it up a little quicker.
Yes. Huh?
That's like what people I'll take your knife and get it all everything as down flat as you can.
Just get everything flat here.
Sprinkle the green chilies over it. Cover it up.
The last ingredient to this, just some simple green chilies, really easy recipe. Lid back on.
We'll just leave it right there for a minute.
So you can take a look there. We got it going on a lot of briquettes, getting it browned on high heat. Then we'll move it off to just a couple briquettes we'll put on the side here, and then let it simmer and cook. I'm going to show how perfectly brown that chicken's gotten. It got a little dry, so we put some more butter in it. This is not a health dish, but it's great for camping. Now we'll make a little pile of coals off to the side here for it to simmer and cook through and become perfect. While the Dutch oven is finishing the chicken, we'll make the hobo dinners, which you can basically make anything you want. Put in chicken, you put in hamburgers. Today we're going to do it with our vegetables. So what we have here is potatoes, onions, and carrots. To that we're going to add some cracked black pepper and some salt. Out of frame. You don't have to be very careful with it. We're gonna be, it's gonna be cooking all together on the fire, and then we're gonna add some garlic powder and onion salt, just a touch, and then some smoked paprika. Which, where did it go? Ah, there it is. Oh, sorry, the cayenne. Perfect. Oh, yeah. And then we'll put just a little bit of olive oil on that. Just a touch. Touch more. Okay. Then you need to construct these in a way that's going to be easy to access, just in case. Fold it down, and the sides, same thing. Fold it down, making basically a nice steaming pocket. And making this side too, fold it down. All right, and that's basically what you have to do. We're going to do the same thing over here with some corn. You just put butter, salt, pepper on it, put it up, and then we're going to go stick these right into the coals. About 1 briquette thick. I'm going to take my tin foil dinners right on top of that and leave it for about 14 minutes. Similar thing with asparagus. We just put some lime, balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, olive oil, a little bit of butter, and that's going to go right in the fire as well. Almost done. Look at that. Perfection. Chicken out of there and make the gravy. Look at that. Brown, delicious. Wow. Perfect.
That's my piece.
Chicken.
Oh, that is fall apart. Oh,
Fall apart perfect, like he says.
braised in butter. Braised in butter and green chili.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Hi, Ellie.
Woo. Now I'm going to deglaze that with a bit of evaporated.
Yeah,
We're going to deglaze that with a bit of evaporated milk.
Well, just eyeball it. Get your spatula.
That's right. My father's here helping me. He's the expert in this stuff. We're just going to pour this in here. Deglaze with a little.
That's probably enough, huh?
You got deglaze. We're just going to let it boil down. We're going to put it over a little bit higher heat again to let that boil. we'll let that cook down. We'll have a beautiful pan gravy to go over our vegetables and chicken. So we got the corn out right now, a little perfect char. Elias got his alligator meat.
Yummy.
Ava's got her alligator meat.
Yummy.
Oh, look at that.
Yum, yum, yum,
Look at those
yum.
potatoes, onions, and carrots. Perfectly steamed, perfectly cooked. Let's eat them.
Where's the chicken? Oh,
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Chicken. My dad is chewing into that. Fork tender. A little gravy, a little bread.
Yum, yum, yum.
I'm going to make a plate and we're going to eat. An easy way to make s'mores is the same way you make dinner. You eat graham cracker, your marshmallow, your chocolate. Top it off with another graham cracker. Wrap it in the tin foil, and then we're going to throw it right in the fire. It's less messy, it's easier. No one gets burned by the stick. It's more family friendly. So we just take the s'mores wrapped in tin foil, we throw on the fire
This is a whole square.
for just 1 or 2 minutes, and they should be ready. I need my arm. Need the arm. Good job.
Hello, this is my sister's s'more.
Yes, it is.
And it's a full square.
Look at the ooey, gooey,
Ooh.
juicy
Ooh.
s'more.
That's not mine. This one's mine. I mean, this one's mine.
Open that up. Oh yeah, look at that.
That one looks, whose is that one?
That's Poppy's.
That one, is
Ooh, let that cool for a second, and I'll take a bite.
it mine?
Melty, delicious goodness.
Is it good?
Wow. Look at that.
That's why he says that's good on there.
Perfect.
let me see.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, look at ours.
Look at that. Oh, gooey.
Look at ours. Look at ours. Show them mine. This is mine. This is Eva's.
No, that's
Oh,
mommy.
that's mommy's, and this is my
It's so
sister,
rich, I can't even
and that's
finish
his.
it. That's so much sugar. Oh my gosh.
Oh, 'cause I'm
Watch it for
warming
Dr. Chef. We'll see you next time.